If you have knee pain, try this exercise to feel more relief within the next 10 days. So the reason you may be experiencing knee pain is because this area towards the back of your hip and into your lower back, called the piriformis, is very tight. And the reason why this is related to knee pain is because your knee literally only has a certain level of mobility. And the best way to understand this is to see how I can move my knee from one side to the other. I can only do that because the area towards the back of my hip into my lower back, called the piriformis, is allowing me to do that. If I didn't have this area loose and mobile, my knee would literally only move within a zone such as within the space of these two boxes. Anything beyond these ranges would actually cause my pain, it would cause my knee to go into a position where it simply cannot tolerate the demands of that position. So the best way to understand this is by using the analogy of a laptop. If I open my laptop, I can only move it within this range. I can't move it any further because it simply doesn't have the mobility to go any further. And now if I try and push my laptop any further than it's actually mobilized and able to go, it's gonna snap. And it's the same with the knee. If I don't loosen out this area and allow my knee to travel any further, it's going to cause significant knee issues, such as if I were to slip, if I were to fall, and if I were to be involved in some kind of exercise regime where my knee found itself in a position where it wasn't able to handle the demands of that position, it will cause some significant knee issues. And it can also be troubling if we can't move our knee, and that's going to cause a bit of knee pain. So what we want to do is loosen out this area towards the back of our hip and into our lower back, and this is the perfect way to do it. So you just want to line up against the surface such as this one, where you can allow your knees to get into a 90 degree position at each leg. And if this is a difficult position to get into, you can simply use as much assistance as you want to get into this position, such as with these pads. And what I want you to do is to push through the outside of your leg the whole time. It's not going to be like this. You really want to push through the outside of that knee into the ground, and that's going to create a lovely stretch towards the back of your hip and into your lower back. It's called the pigeon pose, and I want you to hold this for 30 seconds. And of course, I want you to do it on each side. By doing this for 2 rounds, 30 seconds on each side daily, you'll be loosening out this area, and you'll actually notice that your knee will be able to go further than it was before. So that's one way you can measure. You could video how much your knee moves on the first day, and then do this, as I said, daily on each side, and then come back within 10 days and see how much more your knee moves. But another fantastic way that you can measure if you're loosening out this area and getting rid of this extremely common cause of knee pain is by using a marker of some sort. So I'm going to use a pen, and I'm going to just see where my shoulder is. So I'm going to go to the point where I can't go any further for now without pain. I'm just going to go to a position that's comfortable enough for me to feel somewhat of a challenge, but also get a great stretch. So I'm going to mark on the wall. Let's say this is day 1. I'm marking the wall where I'm at. I'm going to do this for 2 rounds, 30 seconds daily on each side. And within 10 days, I can expect to go a little further down, which means I am successfully loosening out this area towards the back of my hip. And I can expect to go up to 4 inches further within 10 days. And you can use your markings from day 1 to day 10, and you'll see that you can go 4 inches further. And this will be concrete evidence that you're loosening out this area, and you'll know because your knee will be able to go further from side to side, and you might possibly feel even more relief in your knee within 10 days. Comment if you found this video useful, and if you have any questions you want answered on knee pain, comment them down below.